Hey, what's up? It's me, Julio Chato. Went to work for a little bit. Had to weigh the pros and cons and, you know, basically assess my situation. And uh I stopped. I got off the map and I stopped to get something to eat, and my spot was taken anyway, so that's okay. It's not a bad thing because I'm starting to feel like the normal effects of withdrawal. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this video because I don't mind just relaxing in front of the TV tonight, which is not something I ever recommend, but not a total loss. I don't know what to think about my first or my earlier video, but because it's certainly humiliating and that's not inappropriate because times of shame are necessary to go through if that's what you've earned. One, and number two, it helps your character. I at least earned enough to have the right to eat, I guess, and so I stopped off at the store. That's what I'm doing now. It's very important to if you're like, I'm trying to teach anybody anything right this moment, but dude, if you know, I don't know whose as practice as I am at getting sober because I mean I just messed up. I'm not a regular addict right now. I've been in recovery for a long time, and I've come to know that if you if you've attempted getting sober and you failed plenty of times, you know a little bit about what you need when it gets really tough. And so far, the only thing I haven't ever been able to get past is the apathy feeling I talked about in my last video. 'Cause it's a killer, and I'm kind of just discovering it as but I got me some cold chested chicken. Did you know they made Spam singles now? Just heard my pizza go off, and like you got you're gonna need some sweets, and if chocolate is in it, it's better because what I'm doing right now is it's not too far off from neuroplasticity, neurolinguistic, neuro plasticity, period, and it's rewiring your brain, and it's a lot more easy to do than even people know how to use it. It's freaking or even know what it is. 'Cause I talked a lot about motivation in my last video, and I better hurry because I'm losing it. But uh, that motivation doesn't come first. You have to have done something enough to let that motivation kick in and do the rest of its work. So I did that today, and I started the day before with the thought of doing this. Usually by now I'd already be probably way passed out. Said I hope tomorrow's a different day for me, and today was definitely a different day. I'm not gonna praise myself or anything because there's nothing to praise myself for, but I had a different day. I did something very different that I've really done before, which was that neuroplasticity thing. I'll talk more about that in future videos and who I've recently been following as far as their studies and their professional careers in neuroplasticity or neurolinguist, just plasticity, period, because it goes into different avenues. But because that motivation and that sense of value you need is based on things you do. And if you do nothing, you ain't going to have it. And I did something today. Not proud of myself. And you can think of yourself however you want, but pride doesn't necessarily work with me successfully because I get a big head, and that's that. I'm Julio Chato, signing off for Four Corners News. One thing I want to talk about real quick, using what you got. Because sometimes you got to use what you got and go. And that's a skill. What I got is this name, Four Corners News, that I've started, and it's a little strange now. Like a podcast, news, a lot of psychology and stuff. I'm not sure why that's flashing. It's one thing I got to go on, and I'm going to use it because I have it. And that's what you got to use when you need to. When it gets crucial, you got to use what you have and make it work. Thanks.